Hey fellow golfers, I hope you've been enjoying the many clips in the top 10 series at Ali's Golf Studio. Lots of exciting stuff to come, particularly on the mental game, but I thought today I would cover a few key pointers on good golf etiquette, as a number of people have asked me what I think are some of the most important things that we should all remind ourselves about and help fellow new golfers to be aware of. First point is where to stand. When somebody is teeing off, generally one finds that the person teeing off prefers to know where you are rather than for you to be behind them, which might be off-putting, particularly on their takeaway. So standing to one side but away from them is probably the best place to stand as your partner or one of your fellow players is about to tee off. Sometimes to help the person teeing off, it's good to be, though, well behind them and down the line, to be able to see where their ball has gone to help them in case they have not been able to completely see the flight of the ball and the landing point, in part because if you hit the ball well, you really don't see the shot till well into your extension. So helping them to identify the approximate landing point and direction can also be helpful. So where to stand is a good element to be aware of. Secondly, shadow on the line of their putt, or in fact on the line of their ball and where between the ball and themselves where they're teeing, especially on a sunny day. That shadow can be very distracting, especially if you are moving while they're trying to putt or while they're trying to tee off. So be very aware of the shadow, your shadow on a sunny day, and that it's not interfering with their line and their stroke. Third, taking care of the course. So 2 or 3 quick things on that. Clearly on the putting green, fix your pitch mark. It takes at most 3-4 seconds. You can even do it with a tee, but pitch marks are easily available. Many clubs these days will give you one for free to make sure you fix your pitch mark. And a good rule is for pitch marks on the green, fix your pitch mark and fix one other. Don't forget how much work has gone into making the greens great. All the workmen, all the maintenance people, and of course to help other players, and of course yourself when you arrive at the green and future greens as well, and further down the course. So fix your pitch mark and one other. Secondly, rake the bunkers after you've done the bunker. Of course, in COVID times that may not have been possible and may not have been allowed, but as things get back to more normal and rakes start being reintroduced, don't forget to rake the bunker after you've been in it. Nothing worse than your ball landing in where there was a deep foot mark, especially as in the bunker you of course put yourself deeper into the sand to do your bunker shot. So break the bunker. Thirdly, on the fairways, if you are somebody who takes a large divot, don't forget to either fill the divot with sand if that's what the course requires and provides you the sand, or pick up the divot that has gone a few yards further ahead and put it back over the divot mark. Doesn't take long, but it really helps preserve the fairway. Distracting noises. Please be aware that when, especially on the tee and on the putting green, you don't distract your fellow players, either by jingling a coin in your pocket or looking for a ball or adjusting your jacket or looking for your coin that you're going to use to mark your ball. Make sure that you're not creating those distracting noises when they are in their routine and during their putt or on the tee box just before they hit their drive. Letting faster players through. Especially if you're a high handicap player or a beginner, you're likely to be slower or you're having a bad round that day. If you are finding you're going in the rough a lot, you're losing a lot of balls, let faster players through. If you're in a foursome in particular, let twosomes and single players through so that it keeps the pace of play. Don't forget the 3-minute rule as well if we're looking for a ball. Keep to that, try to make it even less. At the end of the day, it's only a ball. Enjoy also the pace of play yourself. In relation to that, be aware also that you can speed up the pace of play, but making sure that when you arrive at the green, you leave your bag at the point of exit of that green and close entry to the next tee box, so that you're not having to go back and pick up your bag before the green and then just slow the pace of play further. Don't forget, again, don't start marking your card while you're on the green. Wait till you get to the next tee box or close to it to do that. So keep the pace of play going in a number of quick different ways, and that includes taking off and putting back covers, for example, in your putter, so that you can carry that with you as you move to the next tee box and put it on at that time. So just think about little things like that that allow the pace of play to move smoothly. Those few key things will really help the overall enjoyment of all players and is basic good golf etiquette. Remember, we all need to remind ourselves of these from time to time, because if you're particularly in the zone and focused, you sometimes forget. And I would add one more thing, which is obviously if the ball is going towards where other players might be, or spectators for that matter if you're in a competition, don't forget, shout 4! This way it helps others just be aware that a ball might be coming towards them and reduces any possible risk of injury to others. See you on the flip side.